What's up, everybody? It's Andy Smith here, your favorite host with the most, comic book veteran for the past 33 years. Holy cow, I'm only like 35 years old. How does that math work? I'll let you figure out that brain teaser. On to today's book look, constructing Green Lantern from page to screen. Sure, this movie got a ton of crap, but I tell you what, I was super excited when it got announced because if you know me, huge Green Lantern fan. Very much looking forward to this movie coming out. When it was announced, I can remember it was supposed to be out in 2010, and then it got pushed to 2011, and I was so just like, no, I gotta wait another year. And it's funny, one of the announcements they did on a Hollywood website, because I don't know what else to call it, they showed Ryan Reynolds, of course, but they showed a drawing of Green Lantern that was never published, that was pulled from my website. So I gotta admit, I was a little honored by that, because somebody just did a Google search and found this shot of Green Lantern, I guess, and thought it was cool. So they used it. So that was cool. And I don't have a lot of books on like the making of movies and such, but with Green Lantern, I was going to buy it. So I did. So let's go through this book that came out. And I own this movie. I don't own a lot of DVDs. I do own this one. This book came out in 2011. I will watch this movie. It's fun. It definitely has flaws to it. And do I wish it would have done better so Ryan Reynolds could have moved on and became Mr. Green Lantern, Hal Jordan at DC for the DCEU? Heck yeah, I do. But it didn't happen. So what are you going to do about it? All right, let's go through this bad boy. I love seeing script pages and stuff. And another thing, I did like the costume that Green Lantern had in the movie. So I didn't love it, but I did like it. Look at that little Ethan Van Sciver artwork there. This is Phil Jimenez doing another great impression of George Perez in regards to the amount of figures and detail and stuff. Showcase Green Lantern. I was lucky. I got to draw a Green Lantern annual. It was one of the first jobs I did in my career. And talk about intimidating, drawing 56 pages. Love seeing this. This is, of course, the great Gil Kane from Showcase, the first appearance of Green Lantern. Showcase 22, 1959. There's the ring. I think I showed before, I have a shelf of devoted to Green Lantern action figures. I've got a few of the Green Lantern rings. I even have this in the movie. You remember he drove a Dodge Challenger. Love Dodge Challengers. And it was hard to find, but I found it. They produced a Dodge Challenger that was all green, because it was supposed to be a construct, which is weird because in the movie it wasn't a construct. Anyhow, and then it came with a little Ryan Reynolds Hal Jordan action figure that actually sits inside of it. So, visual development. Another big Green Lantern rebirth is which really brought him back into the DC universe after all the Parallax stuff. Jeff Johns and Ethan, and then Johns went on to write a great Green Lantern Secret Origin and story, and just a long run on the book itself. Drawn by Ivan Rice, art there. Love Ivan's stuff. And then Doug Mahnke drew a long run on Green Lantern. Love Doug stuff. Green Lantern was rocking there for a long time. Now it's kind of crap, but for a long time it was rocking. Of course, Coast City is the fictional city that it is Green Lantern's from, takes place. Oh yeah, and they used an airport in New Orleans for the set dressing and stuff. You can kind of see here plan for Ferris Airfield, but then you see concept illustrations by Paul Christopher, Ferris Aircraft's main gate, past and present. That's pretty cool. Hal Jordan, future wife Blake Lively on set. That's one of those things, if you know, if you were ever drawing Green Lantern stuff, you want to use reference for just the airport and sets and stuff, you could probably go buy this book. I love seeing like how they built the exterior, the control tower, and then I like seeing behind the scenes stuff like this. I do wish they were able to make a practical costume for Green Lantern and not the CG thing. At least Ryan Reynolds got in shape for it. When Mark Strong played Sinestro, he had the same type of stuff all over him because it was a CG suit, but he didn't really, because of what they can do, it's not like he had to really work out and get buffed up and in shape. Cool aircraft and stuff that he's flying. You know, Green Lantern's dad died in a crash, and Hal followed in his footsteps. Cool art there. Storyboard keyframe by Rodolfo DiMaggio, who in the 90s did some fantastic work in comics. I mean, he had a great run actually on Green Arrow, and he just realized, I can do storyboards and probably make more money, because that's what he's doing. There's the car, his Dodge Challenger, illustration by Tony Kiem, Hal Jordan by Simon Thorpe. Just the fact that that's an illustration, I mean, that I can definitely tell is, but the car, when I first looked at this, I thought they popped an illustration in next to a photograph. Ryan Reynolds, another actor that just doesn't age. He's like Keanu Reeves. They will be forever young. Forever young. I like how they designed the battery too. I thought the designs in this movie are really cool, despite the movie itself. So, oh, there he is. Abin Sur. Art by Konstantin Sakouras. It's kind of cool seeing this ship all pointed up and stuff like that. And then it's cool, and it's Interior of the Ship by Rodolfo DiMaggio. And then I like seeing how they break down the different like levels and stuff inside the ship. Of course, that's a ship, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, oh, let's see. Where does he sleep? I guess he doesn't. I don't know. And then seeing these type of graphics and stuff, just cool. Love seeing storyboards here. These were done by Ray Harvey. There's usually more than one storyboard artist on a movie. So, cool key art. This is cool. I'd love to have seen this bigger. And then it shows how basically the suit dissolves when he dies. There's the actor. Cool, and then they just do everything in CG around it. God, the old days where they would have to build most of that stuff. Oh, not anymore. But then they do practical stuff. This is cool. Crash site and stuff. And I mean, that's a pretty cool build right there. That was in New Orleans. Let's see. They create, this is a lifelike, just you know, fake person. It's not a person in makeup laying there. That was created, and you can see his wound up there and stuff. And then, of course, the actor being made up. Part 2. Part 2. The Lantern, the Ring, and the Journey. Oh, yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if you can find this book pretty cheap. Here's different ring designs. I do like that one because that seems most traditional, the top one. That one, eh. And then this is kind of what they settled on, which is pretty traditional as well. Like I say, I got a couple of them, but yeah, I like my wedding ring, and I have a ring that has my daughter's name and birth date on it, but wouldn't be wearing that all the time. Oh, famous cover right there. Hal starting to go crazy, getting all the rings, so you can see the shape of it, and they did stick pretty close to it. Storyboard stuff, very cool. Through the wormhole and into the uniform. More, this is what you could say is key art. So Rudolph DiMaggio, so probably didn't do any storyboards on this movie. Maybe he was just brought in to do that type of stuff. What? Here we go, getting into some of the cool design stuff on Oa, the planet Oa. Oh-wee-oh-wee-oh. Now we're talking about the costume. This is the stuff I dig. It's got a 3D render. That's cool. I wish Todd was making toys for DC back when this movie came out, because I'd love to see a Green Lantern like this. I kind of like what they did with the costume, kind of following muscle for the design work on the costume. It pretty much follows muscle striations and stuff. I thought that was really freaking cool, actually. Does it say who did it? Yep, Konstantin Sekaris did both of these drawings. Just freaking cool. Like I said, I thought the costume was pretty cool. He's like, what? I think Ryan bulked up even a little more for Deadpool. Very cool concept art there, the planet Oa. So right there, I kind of wish there was a little bit more on Green Lantern himself. But honestly, guys, this is another book I haven't looked through in years. It was on my shelf, and somebody said you should do a book look of this book. So I'm like, I can do that. I own it. I've got a few of the Marvel ones, the Justice League one. Just because the movies might not have been that great, these books are generally really cool. I still have my Tarzan Chronicles. Oh, that's one I should go through. And the Hercules book about those Disney cartoons from way back, you know, 20-some years ago. I could do those. So a lot of this book now, we're just, I mean, I did read this stuff at the time, but now I just, when I look through it like I am now, it's just to look at the art. And then if there's a paragraph that might grab my eye. These storyboards are just honestly insanely tight. I mean, my thought when it came to movie storyboards was pretty much you could get away with really looser drawings because you're just showing the action and stuff and how it's the movement and stuff. And that's why I never want to do storyboards for cartoon animation, because then you have to stay on model and it's a lot more work. But for movies, I thought it'd be cool. This is cool, seeing the different size characters here, the lineup. Once again, I kind of wish we got to see it, see that a little bigger. I think Kilowog, thought they did a great job with him. You know, where this movie really just crapped the bed is, it really should have been, the bad guy should have been Sinestro out of the gate, not Parallax. And not... I can't remember his name, but the big brain guy, big head guy. That was just stupid. I mean, I just don't understand why they did that. We're looking at the villain of the movie right here. I love different mustache options for Sinestro hairstyles and stuff. It is cool that, you know, Mark Strong was made up, you know, with prosthetics and stuff to look like him. But, you know, here he is. It's not like Mark Strong's totally out of shape or anything, but they definitely gave him a better looking physique with the CGI. Love seeing these alien creature designs. This is so cool because, you know, acting is more than just memorizing lines, and here it's visualization as well, because they don't know what the final surrounding is going to be. Or they might have seen some prelim art, but still. Boudica. Uh-oh. Haven't looked this book in a while. Hearing cracking doesn't do me any wonders. So just a lot of creature design, like right here. I mean, that is just so cool. These different designs and stuff for different aliens that are Green Lanterns. Wish this was bigger. The Guardian Citadel. We get to see the different Guardians that they definitely made look creepy in this movie, and even their hands. I did like the podiums or whatever, the council area, and how they sat in these super high chairs with their long cloaks that hung down and stuff. I thought that was really cool. Yeah, I don't think they do as we go through the book, but I wish they would have got into more of, well, maybe they are here. Just another cool shot. Ryan is Green Lantern. I thought he made a great Hal Jordan. I don't care what people say. I don't care. Changing into the costume. You know, DC did put out some books, and Jerry Ordway drew the one with Hal, which was cool. I liked it. The other couple books they put out, comics, didn't do much for me. Green Energy Ring Blast, the progression of it and stuff. More illustration art by Rudolfo. That's cool. I wish there was more screenshots from the movie as well. Once again, look at these storyboards. I mean, these are like freaking pencils for comic book panels. Once again, I was always under the impression, and maybe this is how it was when I was going to art school. We did not have to do our storyboards when we did them in art school this tight. God, I think that's Justin Sweet. He's doing a lot of the painting in here for stuff like that. Oh, Hector Hammond. That's who the guy is. I mean, he could have been in the movie as a tease for, like, if there's a Green Lantern 2, but making him the main bad guy in the movie with that, that parallax was just awful. It's just dumb. Just dumb. It should have been Sinestro. Instead, they do the after credit scene to tease y'all up for another movie, which, you know, after the first week this movie came out, people knew there was never going to be another movie. What is that one from? Oh, 1987 Secret Origins number 14, featuring Suicide Squad, Amanda Waller. There you go. Love seeing this really sleek scientific design stuff. Just love it. More very cool storyboards. Harnessing Fear. Ethan. More artwork by Mr. Ethan Van Sciver, which, of course, they screwed it up. Below Hammond's massive comic book likeness from Green Lantern's Secret Origin, art by Ivan Rice. I mean, is it that hard? somebody pulled this art. When somebody pulled this art, they couldn't get the exact name and title of the books from. Jeez Louise. Kind of makes me want to go back and rewatch this. Some of these designs are just awesome. I wish they would have made him just a little more creepier in the movie. More horrific looking. I mean, that's pretty bad, but... like, if you would have got to that right there. Oof. Parallax. Ugh. And they didn't... oh, God. Don't even get... I just blow right through this chapter. Just don't care. Now, that's cool. And I think that is off of Ethan's design. I mean, I like how they reworked Sinestro's origin using parallax, but just the stupid cloud type, just, ugh. Getting to the end of the book, and which was the end of the movie, where it just was like, fell short. At least there's some more cool storyboards. But yeah, now it's just like, ugh, this parallax stuff. Brightest Day, Blackest Night. So there's that book, and I can actually show you real fast. For Christmas, I got this. Ugh, Green Lantern, Kyle Rayner. Oh my God, I don't know how to talk today. Green Lantern, Kyle Rayner Rising Compendium. I mean, just look at that spine. Oh wait, does that say Compendium? Oh. Who proofed this and was like, oh, wait, that's wrong. This is a thick book. It is. We're not going through this whole book, by the way. The majority of the book is written by Ron Mars. In fact, yeah, the majority is. Daryl Banks did the majority of the art with Romeo Tangal and Steve Mattson as inker and colorist. Always loved this shot. You know, I was obviously working in comics when this came out. Love that. That's cool. I used to have a lot of this stuff. I didn't anymore. And the other reason I wanted this book, yes, whenever something in mine is reprinted, I want to buy it. And under pencilers, alphabetical order, look at that, I'm last, Andy Smith. Now you're probably thinking, what the hell? Why didn't they send you one? Seems like they should have sent you one. I actually can understand for this why they didn't. It is 362 pages, and oh no, it's not, 671 pages, my bad. And I've got one issue of work in here, so I wouldn't have sent myself one. I would like to have gotten one, and 15 years ago I probably would have, but DC has, I complained to DC about the Black Adam trade paperback and not getting one, and they did send me one, but then they also said that, you know, the policy is to send trade paperbacks out if you've done more than 20% of the work. So, okay. Bill Willingham. Loved Bill Willingham's work. Elementals. In the 80s he did issue 48. Issue 49 was drawn by Fred Haynes. And then from there, it's a lot of Daryl Banks, which is very cool. Inked by Romeo, Terry Austin. Just a great run here. There's other books in here as well. Teen Titans, Issue of Damage. But, you know, I know what you guys are here for. The Zero issue. No, you're not here for the Zero issue. You're here for mine. So, I'm trying to remember where my issue is. I know the number. Issue 62. I think we're getting to it. I don't think we passed it. If we did, I'll just go back. What is that? Oh, that's Teen Titans 118. That doesn't help me. Of course, it doesn't go to another issue of Green Lantern, so I can see. So let's get to this issue. Oh, maybe? Nope. Teen Titans 117. You have got to be kidding me. Don't know who drew that issue. Come on. 59. Okay, guys, we're getting there. I'm issue 62. So let's jump ahead. Oh, Guy Gardner. I like Guy Gardner. Well, I wasn't a big fan of Guy Gardner Warrior, to be honest. I thought it was whatever. I did like the art, though. Mitch Bird, Dan Davis. Come on. Come on. Come on. There it is. Issue 61. Why did I say 62? I drew issue 61. So there it is. And I'm looking at my wall. And you're like, why are you looking at your wall? And you take my word for it, I am, because I'm looking at this cover that I have framed on my wall. So this is fun. I got to draw Kyle. I got to draw a Dark Star there. I thought this was a fun gig. Romeo inked it. I do own my part of the art. I don't have, I should contact Romeo, see if he has it, wants to sell it. He probably already has sold it. Got to draw Darkseid and Calabac. Nice fighting between these guys. Make up some cool weapons. So, yeah, it was, oh, here we go. Look at that. Oh, such a thick book. There's no way to lay this flat. You need the actual comic. But that was fun to draw. And I'll be honest, I don't know if I own that still or not. I might not. I actually do not know. I have not looked through my original artwork in so long. But I'm pretty sure I wasn't selling stuff anymore at this point. So I might own it. I don't know. I don't know. So there you go. This was on my wish list. And you might say, you know, yeah, DC, it would have been nice to get it for free because it's a $60 book. You know, my wife got it from Amazon for me off my wish list. And, you know, the real reason I wanted it is because I like having one of everything of mine. But I really do like this period of Darryl Banks art and Green Lantern and stuff. So it was worth it to buy for that. Love that. He did have the original costume for a while. I haven't even looked through this shit. So they did some pinups in here. So you got Jeff Johnson. His issues of Green Lantern were great. Love this because that's one of my favorite planes. Who did that? Stuart Immonen, Tom Rainey. Let's see. Joe Phillips, Paul Pelletier. Oh, yeah, there you go. Craig Hamilton. I saw Craig Hamilton's name in the credits, and I'm like, what issue did Craig draw? That is just so freaking cool. So well drawn. I do have this issue. It begins here. We can go through it real quick. Kyle getting into a fight. Whole issue is pretty much in regular Green Lantern garb. I believe that's the girlfriend that eventually got stuffed in a fridge. I don't remember. Oh, I bet that issue's in here. I think it's near the end of this book. He's like, he realizes I should get my own costume. And it is. Right there, there's the shot. Oh, Oakland Raiders. Ugh. So that's just cool. DC, if I was DC, I would have paid Darryl a little extra to draw here and take out those, and then I would have had him finish the feet, because this is a evergreen piece of art that they could have just used over and over. And they still can. They can still crop in on it, but you know what I mean. And then there it is. Mongol breaks out. He's got 3 fingers and a thumb. I've seen him drawn with 4. When I drew him with 3. Steve Carr, Jamal Igle, Darryl Banks. I didn't realize this issue had that many different artists. Steve Carr, great artist. I don't know what happened to that guy. Kind of along the lines of a Kevin Maguire and such. I'm just looking through this, and I want to see if I can tell when other artists took over. Yep, I believe that's Jamal Igle right there. And it said Daryl Banks. I guess Daryl just drew the last page because that's Daryl. Cool issue, getting to draw Superman. Anyhow, we're not making this a book look about this thing. This book look was Green Lantern focused on the art of the movie. Fun movie. I stand by that. I could watch it again. No problem. Thank you for joining me, guys. Andy Smith, your host with the most. Please go check out my current campaign on Indiegogo. Nice and Tight, the comic book pencil art of Andy Smith. You're like, what is that? I'm glad you asked. Because here is the trailer for it. Link in the description below. Please go back it. Support us small press guys. That's right. That's what I am. And I am proud of it. Thank you, guys. Like, subscribe, and share. Here's the trailer. Nice and Tight, the comic book pencil art of Andy Smith. That's me. This book features 52 pages of some of my favorite full pencils that I did for other companies over the past 2 decades. The raw pencils as they were seen by the inker, and now you can see them for the first time. This book also comes in a digital format so you can practice your inking in your favorite program. Back it today.